Welcome to True Story, where reality is stranger than fiction, and the truth always finds a way to slip through the cracks. Tonight, we're diving into a story drenched in rumors, love, heartbreak, and, oh yeah, a bit of spicy revenge. Buckle up because Selena Gomez just dropped a musical bombshell and it's got some people shaking. Picture this: Selena Gomez, the queen of subtle shade and poetic justice, releases a collaborative album with her fiance, Benny Blanco. It's catchy, it's raw, it's got attitude. But here's where it gets good. Two tracks on that album seem to be aimed directly at her old flame, none other than Justin Bieber. Yeah, you heard me right. Justin Sorry Bieber. And his wife, Hailey Bieber, let's just say she's probably not playing this on repeat. Now, one of these tracks, boldly titled You Said You Were Sorry, doesn't just throw shade, it's a full-on eclipse. Selena's lyrics cut deep. Don't think about you, happy without you, more now than I ever was. But I had a dream. You said you were sorry. Sorry for everything you put on me. Ouch! That's not just a subtle nudge, that's a gut punch. And the chorus? It's like ripping open old wounds while casually sipping tea. Selena paints a vivid picture of finally letting go, moving on, and finding someone new. Someone who's not dragging around a past like an overstuffed suitcase. It's almost poetic, like an exorcism of old love, where the ghost finally packs up and leaves. And then comes the line that everyone's talking about. Then my new flame, he could melt a damn diamond, spell my name, see the back of my eyelids. Oh, this is love now. Translation? She's over it, thriving, and definitely not stuck in some nostalgic nightmare. The fans are losing it, dissecting every word, while Hailey, well, if looks could kill, we'd be in a whole new genre of horror. But that's not even the juiciest part. Another track, How Does It Feel, takes the knife and twists it just a little deeper. How does it feel to be forgotten? Forgotten. How does it feel? I hope one day you heal? Savage. Selena doesn't just stop there, she piles on the irony with lines like, You're so embarrassing, go cry when no one's watching. Who knew that heartbreak could sound so victorious? It's like watching someone rise from the ashes with a smirk on their face. Selena's not just healing, she's flourishing. It's almost Shakespearean. The way she's flipping the narrative and reminding the world that sometimes moving on is the most poetic justice of all. But the real question is, who's the real target? Is it Justin? Hailey? Or just the weight of her past that she's finally shrugging off? As social media rages and conspiracy theories spiral, one thing's clear. Selena's not here to play nice. She's reclaiming her story, one lyric at a time. And whether you think it's petty or powerful, it's got everyone talking. But hey, love, fame, and heartbreak have always been a messy business. So, what do you think? Is Selena giving us a lesson in empowerment, or just stirring the pot for old time's sake? Let me know in the comments below and stick around, because in the world of pop culture, the truth is always wilder than the rumors. The plot thickens, and just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, Justin Bieber steps right into the fire. Just moments ago, the pop star took to his Instagram story with what can only be described as a divine clapback. Picture this. Selena just dropped two tracks that seem like direct shots, and Justin, well, he didn't just respond. He went biblical on us. He posted a prayer. Yeah, you heard that right. A full-on spiritual mic drop, quoting none other than Jesus on the cross. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. That's right. Justin Bieber essentially called in the big guns, putting his faith front and center. If Selena went for the jugular, Justin went straight for the soul. And as if that wasn't intense enough, he followed it up with a list. The 10 aspects of forgiveness we forgot. Sounds poetic, right? Almost like he's trying to wash his hands of the drama while pointing out that forgiveness is his new weapon of choice. The list went like this. Forgiveness is for everyone. Forgiveness is for free. Forgiveness is forever. Forgiveness is for friendship. Forgiveness is for today. Forgiveness is for forgiveness. Forgiveness is for the forgotten. Forgiveness is for your enemy. Forgiveness is for your past. Forgiveness is for your future. Forgiveness is for him. And just when you think he's done dropping his gospel-inspired response, he takes it even further, claiming that God is speaking through him and urging him to take the message farther than ever before. It's like he's saying, "You can throw shade, but I'll drown it in holy water." But wait, there's more. As if his own words weren't enough to stir the pot, Justin drags Hailey Bieber into the mix by sharing one of her old posts from 2019. It's like a time capsule of raw emotion, with Hailey admitting her struggles and insecurities despite how perfect life might seem from the outside. I want to be more open about the things I struggle with and be able to be more vulnerable. I'm 22 years old, and the truth is, no matter how amazing life may look from the outside, I struggle. I'm insecure, I'm fragile, I'm hurting, I have fears, I have doubts, I have anxiety. It's almost as if Justin's trying to remind everyone, especially Selena, that his world isn't as flawless as it seems. He's saying, we're human too, and pain isn't exclusive. But let's be honest, dragging Haley into the middle of this war zone? Risky move. The fans are divided. Some say it's Justin's way of staying above the drama. Others think it's just throwing fuel on the fire. Is this forgiveness or deflection? Is he moving on or just trying to rewrite the narrative? One thing's for sure, this story's not over. Not by a long shot. Stay tuned, because the truth, it's got a way of finding the light no matter how deeply it's buried. Tonight, we unravel a confession that feels like a ghost from the past, one that haunts every mirror and every social media scroll. A young woman bares her soul, admitting that every day is a battle, a fight against comparing herself to a world that insists on perfection. She isn't asking for pity. She's simply saying, I'm human. In the silence of her struggle, she reveals how hard it is to discover who you truly are when you're constantly being measured against others. Even icons like Selena seem to set the bar impossibly high. There are days when the weight of expectations leaves her feeling shattered, like broken glass scattered under the midnight streetlights. But in this darkness, a spark of defiance ignites. She dares to challenge the norm, calling on other women to rise up, to lift each other rather than tear each other down. She reminds us that our flaws are not failures, but the very marks of our individuality, crafted by a design that leaves no room for mistakes. With a quiet resolve, she vows to embrace her true self, to stand confident in her own skin, because she knows deep down that she is enough, and so is everyone else. In a world where songs are thrown like battle cries and social media is a stage for raw, unfiltered truth, her message cuts through like a beam of clarity. So, as we peel back the layers of this intimate revelation, ask yourself, in a society obsessed with flawless facades, can we learn to celebrate our imperfections and lift one another up? Sometimes the most haunting truths are the ones that remind us how beautifully human we really are.